Hi, my name is Robert Bruce Anderson and I'm the owner of Small Business Opportunities. That's this website. And I have just been typing out this little splurb for you here on my website, and I hope you've read it. If you're serious about starting a business, you have. And here where it says video to follow soon is this video I'm making for you. Okay. Now, this is not going to be a quick video. It's going to give you a ton of massively important facts, stuff that I've paid over 100,000 Rand to learn, months and months and months of opportunities and ideas and concepts, etc., all built into my head. And I'm going to show you as much of it as I can in between 30 minutes and an hour. Okay. You obviously can bail at any time. Well, it depends on how serious you are. But I would suggest you treat this as a seminar. These, like, rah things you go to and you pay 1,500 Rand to listen to some guy on stage telling you stuff. I'm that guy. Trust me when I tell you that what I'm going to point out to you here can change your life if you wanted to. Now, I'm also going to tell you that you are going to need to fight your South African, I'm presuming, by the way, most of you are South African, because this is a .co.za where I rank and where I get my clients. You're going to have to fight your South African mentality. And I say that carefully. I don't mean to kind of piss you off in the first seconds of talking to you. But every day I help South Africans, unfortunately, we in general have this idea that everybody's out to get us, everybody's out to rob us, everybody doesn't want to help us, people don't, it's too hard, it's too difficult, oh, we're going to get hacked, oh, it's too expensive, oh, I'll never be able to do it. The mindset of most people is horrendous. And what's worse is older people have it far more entrenched than the younger people. So know your age and know whether you're fighting like, oh, I can't go on to Skype, it's too scary, bullshit. So, sorry, I should have also started this video by telling you, I say it like it is. My bad. I have no other way. I like to tell you the truth. I don't give a crap if you don't believe me or don't understand. I know it's true, and it is. I could prove it to you if I really had the energy or the urge. I don't. I'm telling you what I know, what 10 years of online marketing has done for me. I have paid some of the top people to learn from them courses, and what I know is true. I also know that even though I am probably as experienced as the top any South African SEO expert, there are guys overseas that are far, far better than I'll ever be. Absolutely brilliant minds. Guys earning $100,000 plus a month, $500,000 with SEO agencies and things. Good for them. Okay, so I'm here to give you advice on starting up a small business and the best ways to go about doing it. Okay, let me leave this. I should have left this list for you to look at, my bad, from the very beginning. Simply because I've typed this out as a guide so that I don't get too lost, telling you what you need to know, okay? So let me first start off with, this is a Small Business Opportunities website video. And I'm going to tell you that if you're looking for a business opportunity or you've got a business idea and you want to take it further, go for it. If you followed some pretty simple online marketing steps, you can outsell your opposition in 6 months. 6 months. Let me give you an example before I even go on. Let's say you're in the swimming pool business. Okay, now swimming pool business, my bad. The swimming pool business in South Africa is solid, well entrenched, and it's been around for X amount of years, right? Now, I'll ask you this. When you want to go and do anything these days, do you go into your lounge and look for your Yellow Pages directory? No, you don't. I don't even think anybody's got one anymore. So where do you look up? You want to get a swimming pool. Where do you look it up? Everybody goes to Google. Whether they're using their phones, which is most of the time where we start, or a laptop or a computer, it's cool. We go to Google. And yes, once we're starting to get an idea of it, we will then perhaps go to social media to see if we can get it cheaper, which is a very, very bad South African thing, by the way. I want to tell you that up front. We go to groups where we say, hey guys, does anybody know where I can get a new swimming pool that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg? And then I read that post and I have an embolism go off in my brain that it takes me a week to calm down again. Because this is somebody who's intelligent enough to grow up and earn enough money to buy a swimming pool, and then is so stupid that they'll go and search for a cheaper and cheaper and cheaper option until they found the guy who's the worst at his job because he's so cheap. And then they'll order from him. And then they'll tell him afterwards, well, this is rubbish. Well, hello, they bought the cheapest crap they could buy. So, my bad, I'm ranting. I'm going to rant a lot in this video. But you need to understand that this is the mentality you're going to come up against as a business owner, and it's a mentality that you've probably got in you too. I've got it too. So, yeah, no, it exists. Okay, so my comment is, where are you going to go and get your business? You're going to go to Google. So I'm telling you this is the guy who searches for any keyword on Google, and I'm going to show you keywords later, probably around the 35-minute mark. I have no idea when. I'm going to show you about keywords, and the person who ranks for those keywords to do with, I need a new swimming pool, best swimming pool guy in Roodepoort, who's got the cheapest swimming pool place in Gauteng, I wish I could get a new swimming pool. If it's a keyword that people are looking up on Google and you are number one, you are going to get hundreds of phone calls. In other words, if you built a swimming pool website, which, by the way, I would charge you 50,000 Rand for. So, yeah, if you wanted it completely built by me, that's not my normal price, but give you an idea. Or you will work on it for 6 months. So there's your 50,000 Rand. You will work for it. I'll show you how to do it for free. And in 6 months' time, you will have a very, very powerful swimming pool website that is so powerful, you are dominating every search in the South African or in your market, Gauteng or just Sandton or wherever you live, yeah? Now, my comment is, surely then, all you have to do after that is have a competitive enough price and a decent product. In other words, when they answer, when they ring, when they phone, you answer the phone. When you say you're going to send something, do it. When you tell them I'm going to be there on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock, you pitch up there. As long as you're doing your business properly, you will be more successful than a swimming pool guy who's been around since 1960, and he's sitting with that guy who owns 15 houses and 10 holiday homes and a yacht. Good for him. You can take him out in 6 months' time. So that's my comment, is that these days, the guy who does the best online marketing is probably going to win. You could have a bad business. Don't have a bad business, people, but you could have a bad business and you could make a lot of money still because you would be ranking the strongest. In other words, if you've got a really great website that ranks, you will still, and a bad product, you're still going to be richer than the guy who's got a crappy website, but he's got the most perfect business. And all his friends are giving him business word of mouth. You could still beat him. Please don't have a bad business, guys. That's another South Africanism. We accept poor quality. We accept bad appointment missing. We don't phone back. Just stop it. Okay. So at 8 minutes, I'm going to start telling you the different types of business ideas that you can get. Now, I'm going to start by saying that, as you can see, I've probably got 40 websites, but as you can see, just this one alone, I think I started on a page. No, I didn't. Let me show you. I tweaked my website over the weekend, and I had 500 views yesterday. 418 pages were read. Now, that's lovely, but it means that if I'm going to, that's what this video is all about, by the way, if I'm going to have 400 people times 3, 12,000 visitors on my website a month, let me give them all the chance to watch this video properly and get the best advice from me so that I know that they're off out there going to be earning the best possible start to their business and their business ideas. Treat this as a 1-hour proper business meeting. Think of us sitting in a coffee shop at Mall of Africa, and I'm giving you the best business advice, and you could be paying me for this advice. Literally, this advice could be worth, pick any number, 5,000 Rand. So imagine if you paid 5,000 Rand for a 1-hour business meeting. That's this video. Okay, I'm sort of going into ranting territory. Take care, Rob. Okay, so let's just start by South Africans tend to think that and social media has been a big problem with this, is they go into a social media group and say, hey guys, I got retrenched and I need to start a business, and then they get told, oh, sell perfumes. Oh, I've got this costume jewelry. I won't name names, but you end up paying money to join, and then you get a product that you've got to go and sell to your friends for 30 Rand profit if you're lucky. They are such hard ways to make money. And of course, there are always going to be a person who says, look, I'm making a lot of money here. Sure. But people, we tend to think small. Start up making chili and put it in bottles. Of course, I can tell you success stories. We all can. There used to be a guy on the Bruma Market flea market from, is it 20 years ago? I knew him well. In fact, he was a school teacher at the time. And now he is the proud owner of, my bad, one of the biggest bottled chili companies in South Africa. These names will come to me or won't. And he owns helicopters and stuff. Good for him. Why? So he started off that. Equally, I can show you 100 people are bottling honey and making jam, and half of them are on the flea markets. Are they making a lot of money? No, they're making pocket money. So watch out for a local business idea. Make sure that if you're going to be a hairdresser or a landscaper, be that. Too many people think that because of their limited skills, they need to be a babysitter or a dog walker or a house sitter or and those are fine for pocket money jobs. I'm not knocking them. In fact, if you want to, I can show you how to make 100,000 Rand a month from house sitting. No jokes. But how would you do that? You wouldn't be the house sitter. What you'd have is a house sitting directory website where house sitters pay you 50 Rand a month to belong to it. They must pay you that advert 50 Rand a month to be a house sitter. Now, I casually said 100,000 Rand a month. I don't know how many people you'd need. In fact, let me work it out for you quickly. 100,000 Rand divided by 50. I have a feeling you'd need 2,000 house sitters. That's too many. So my bad, you're only going to make 50,000 Rand a month, and you're going to have to charge them 100 Rand. So that's fine. But can you see where I'm going? You will have 10, 20, 30 house sitters per suburb, per city, per town, and they must all pay you. And you will be the most powerful house sitting website. Everybody will know, oh, I need a house sitter. Go to House Sitters Anonymous. Okay, not that. Please don't do that. And bingo, your customers that are paying you that 100 Rand a month will get their business. They're happy to pay, and they'll all belong to your system. Okay, got it. So start a local business. Don't think small. I'm not going to go into all the business ideas for local business or any of these. I mean, look at your list. This would be a 3-hour video. So let me jump next. By the way, if I had you as a client, I wouldn't tell you to listen to what I've got here. I would go backwards. I'd give you a pen and a piece of paper, and I'd say, write down the 10 things you are good at doing. Right? That's it. Write it down. So do this, do it. And then go and write the 10 things you wished you could do. You just love it. Okay? And then maybe 10 more, because what you love doing is not always the same as these next 10, but sometimes they are. 10 more things that if you had billions of rands, if you were seriously rich, what would you do with your day, all day? And would you do anything that helps people? You know, now you're so rich, you're bored. You're sick and tired of watching movies all day. You're tired of lying in bed until 10 o'clock in the morning, etc., whatever. You already have to go on diet because you're in restaurants all day, blah, blah, blah. Now, what would you do? Would you help people? Would you start to, care for pets? Or would you start a skyhook business? You write that down. Okay, now you go down to doing it. Once you've got that, is look through what you said you were good at and scratch off what you actually don't enjoy doing. I mean, I'm good at, let me think of something I'm good at that I don't enjoy doing. I probably can't think of one. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. But, maybe you're really good at filing, but you really wouldn't want to have a filing business. Or maybe you're really good at writing, but you don't want to be an author. So scratch them off. Anyway, my point is that when you've got down to that thing, okay, but preferably 3 or 4 things that you think might actually be perfect. You love fishing. So now take that fishing idea and see how you can turn it into an online business. So now let's use fishing as an example. You could start an online fishing e-commerce store where they order fishing products from you. You could invent fishing products and sell it to e-commerce stores. You could have a fishing magazine online, or you could be a fishing consultant. You could get people to pay you to go fishing for them. I'm just joking, nobody would do that. You could be a fishing coach where they pay you to go fishing with them and show them how to fish. Can you see there are, I don't think people pay for that either, maybe, but my point is that there are probably 1,000 fishing jobs out there. You could be, you could run a fishing calendar, the best times to go fishing on places. You could be, make commissions as an affiliate marketer down here, look, from fishing. You could do digital courses on fishing. You could blog on fishing. You could do videos on fishing on YouTube and end up with this huge channel. And sooner or later, 1 million people will be following you. And then when you tell them, hey guys, there's this new fishing reel from abc.fishing, go click here and get it. And you're making commissions on that, stinking rich people. You could become a social media marketer for fishing websites or businesses. You could make money with print on demand. That's POD, print on demand products, and you target fishing people. Can you see? You could make software that, I don't know, helps people find fish. Actually, I think there is that. But yeah, you get where I'm going. Is there's so many services. You could write content for fishing websites. People will pay you for that. You could be a fishing reel repair person, which should make your local business. So there are so many ideas and all of them will make you money probably. Now we get down to number 2. That's where you have to do your research. I'll put it here casually. Actually, I'll put it here. Choose an idea with perfect research. That's what I'm talking about here. Make sure there's a demand for what you do. Let me tell you a story. I made hammock chairs for 10 years, and I made a good living, good enough to eat and be happy. Yeah. But think about this. How many people do you know that make hammock chairs? I don't think you know any. Why? How many people do you know that are in the food business? 10. Yeah, because they, I don't know, they make bunny chows or they because food is money. So in other words, be very careful. You think you've got a clever idea. Yay! Everybody wants to learn how to build zip lines in their garden. No, they don't. Everybody wants a hammock chair. Funnily enough, it is something they think they want until you ask them for money. And then it's like, oh, I can't really afford a hammock chair. Because it's a luxury that they don't really need. They would like a hammock. So you get where I'm going. Put all of that into your research and make sure you start a business that's in demand. And I can show you how to do that. And in fact, the free videos on this website somewhere are there all about how to research that, how to do keyword research, how to check what's in demand. I can show you 100 ways. And in my free courses on this website, they're in there too. Look for them. Okay, so let me say blogging, 50,000 Rand a month pretty easily within 6 months of hard work, no problem. Digital courses, you've got to know what you're doing to produce a course. And then, sadly, you've then still got to go out there and build a website that markets your courses. That's cool too. So you still got the same 6 months of blogging work. Oh, don't touch that, Rob. No, seriously, don't do that. Where's my back button, people? I'm going to leave blogging in red. That's funny. I can't find the undo button. Is it this one? Okay, so you can do affiliate marketing in a million ways. There are so many ways to make money affiliate marketing. There's video marketing. There's social media marketing. There's CPA. My latest big site I'm building I'm pretty much going to be working on it for 6 months. Pretty much what I tell you you've got to do here. I'm targeting CPA where I earn a commission if somebody gives them the email. In other words, somebody comes searching for something, I need a loan. I say, go here. And when they go there, that company, not me, says, yeah, we'll give you a quote. Give me your name and your email and your phone number. And they fill that in. And then I earn 60 Rand or 80 Rand or 150 Rand or whatever. Lots of ways of doing that. That's called CPA marketing. E-commerce is hugely popular in South Africa. Sadly, it's popular because people want. The South African mentality is I need. I want to be rich. I want to have a good watch. I want to have a nice car, a nice phone. I want to have nice shoes, nice handbags. It's very powerful, and everybody, those with or without, all want, and they win. And a lot of people are on social media, so e-commerce is very, very popular, I suppose is the word. There's a lot of people in South Africa thinking that e-commerce is the way to go. Now, I'm not mocking it. My problem in South Africa with the e-commerce drop shipping, sorry, I should add, drop shipping is one of the best e-commerce business models. To make $100,000 a month with it, after a year is not hard. But you can't sell it to South Africans because we have to deliver in South Africa, and it's expensive. So we've got to ship the stuff into us from China or wherever. It can be locally made, then you're halfway there. And it goes through our post office, where 30% of it gets stolen before it gets to the client. It's a huge economic gremlin selling to South Africans in South Africa. We've got taxes to pay when you think you're buying something on overseas for only, it's only 100 Rand, and I can sell it for 200, really. When it gets to the post office, they tell you, thanks, can we get another 100 Rand? So now it's cost you 200 Rand. You've advertised it for 200 Rand. Or worse, you can't advertise it for 400 because, well, you can go to Pick n Pay and buy it for 200. You get where I'm going. Be careful of the South African economic e-commerce market. It's dangerous. However, once you do find the right product, and if you've got cash to bring the stock in other words, not drop shipping, you'll be okay. Believe me, there's huge stores here, from Game to Dion Wired to Macro. All of them are doing the same thing. They're bringing in products from overseas and selling it to the South African market that needs it. All you have to do to see if there's something that's profitable is simply look up something that let me try leather handbags. In fact, let's just even do Pretoria. Why not? Wow, these are here. So where do you think these guys are getting this from? Florida. Really? They're getting it from China. Oh, Katie Kruger. I know her. Nice products. She's already becoming entrenched in, but has to pay for advertising. Why? Because she's not here. So my comment is better marketing. Save your money on advertising. I'm picking on people individually. Sorry, Katie Kruger, my bad. But can you see if there's adverts, there's a demand. But here's the thing. You're competing here for 110 people a month, right? Take away Pretoria. 33, let me click on it so you can see I'm not lying to you. 33,000 people a month in the world are looking at handbags. Why? Why? Try and sell to South Africans. Sell drop shipping to the biggest market, to the UK, to Australia, to New Zealand, to Canada, to the USA, and the UK, I think I said. Sell to them, and it drop ships. I can't go into drop shipping for you now. It'll just take a 2 hour just to explain it. Okay, you can make software, you can supply services. Services, by the way, again, is a very, very South African thing to do. And watch out, because it's non-profitable. Let me give you an example, websites. I will give you a website. The truth is, a decent website, you should pay 15,000 Rand for it, right? And in truth remember, I already mentioned 50,000 Rand. That's what you really should pay. If you want to wave a wand and say, Rob, I'm going to start selling swimming pools. I want you to go and build me a website that makes my phone ring all the time on swimming pools. And I'm going to say, thank you, give me 50,000 Rand. And I'm going to work on and off on your website for over a period of 6 months and spend at least 50,000, anywhere up to 100,000 Rand, by the way, starting at 50,000 Rand. And after 6 months, your phone will start ringing, and after a year, it'll be busy all the time. And I would have been an absolute bargain at 50,000 Rand. Why? Because a full-page advert in any decent magazine is 40,000 Rand anyway. So a single 50 or 100,000 Rand payment to me over a period of a year to get your phone ringing for rank. I'm going off the track. I'm telling you about websites. So my point is, now people contact me and say, hey, Rob, I want a website. I say, cool. What's your budget? Well, at the moment, I don't really, but yeah, get. South Africans think that if they can just pay 1,000 or 1,500, maybe, an expensive website, 2,500 Rand, they think that website will actually be a business. It's not. It's a see-through page that Google has no clue who you are, but some guy has taken 2,500 Rand of your money. He slapped up 4 or 5 pages quickly, told you that don't worry, I'm registering you on Google. I'm going to go and submit your site to the search engines. I burst out laughing like a hyena when I hear people do that. I'm ranting, by the way. But my point is that anything that's a service in this country, car mechanic, a builder, a painter, especially a car mechanic, those poor car mechanics out there, but a web designer, a guy who does a logo, a guy who prints t-shirts. South African economy is to go, and I've complained about it already, go and look for the cheaper guy until you get the worst guy. He gets the order and you complain, well, this is really crap. My bad. Okay, I'm finished. I'm on 25 minutes. Let's jump to the next level. What do you need? Once you've chosen your business, what do you need to make it work, okay? Now, I've got, in fact, let me pause this and show you a trick. I don't want to open 100, but I do this all day. So there's things like this. This is from Stephen Kang. Look him up. Very, very, very clever man. An American thing. Here's what he does. SEO simplified. I copied what he said, and he's right. Get as many relevant keywords as possible. He looks for 1,000 keywords per client. Launch pages. Did you see how casually he's put that? Launch pages with content relevant to each keyword. So he's talking at least 100 pages, 200 pages. Send pillow links. He's talking and link to that website that is this alone. There, that is your 50,000 Rand website. But once he's done that, let Google tell you what the sweet spot is. Bye-bye. So pick it out. And it's a simple process that will get your website ranked and earning you 100,000 Rand. I'm going to close these as I go. Here's another one. This is not meant for your eyes because it shows you my exact structure. That was to a partner. So I swear in it. But how would I do it? I'd use Divi. I'd do this. I'd do that. I'd structure it. This costs 12 hours. This takes 4 hours. This takes 4 hours. 6 hours to do keywords. Can you see? Now, by the way, if you book me for keywords and I'm 6 hours and then I tell you it's going to cost you 2,500 Rand, know that I'm working to make your business a success and it's costing me 6 hours. So here's a cheat sheet I do. Again, use WordPress, use the plugins. This is so vital. Basic plugins, SEO plugins, do silo first 100 pages. Again, look, 100 pages. First level silo pages, 300 words. These are the kind of things that I give to my clients. You have to pause it and go back if you want. To my clients that are paying me money to learn this. Yeah, this was a video for my box braid client. So I made a list like I'm doing for you right now, and I'm talking through it, where I showed him how to work on his website. What a website can do for your business. What it needs. It must look good. It must show its product. It must have a call to action, etc., etc. I send this to people I'm doing quotes for. I've got videos on all of these. Silo, structure, on page, off page. You'd have to track me through the system. 40-point SEO checklist for startups. They're not joking. These are 40 things that you have to build into your website before you even launch at this point. Website and product. Now, when you go and get one of those 2,500 Rand websites and you think, yeah, I got a new website, I'm in business. No, you're not. You've got a see-through piece of cardboard so full of holes that when it gets wet in the rain, it's going to dissolve. There's no structure to it. Google will laugh at you and put you on page 300. And then after a year, when I contact you, you'll say, I'm not talking to you. You're a web designer. I say, yeah. And you say, oh, yeah, you guys are crooks and thieves. Ranting again, Rob. Okay, so website and product. You need to set it up in a very, very carefully done way. And yes, a fair amount of that training is on this website that I started at, showing you my small business here. So the free online training, my services, I don't even know if I've got any. I don't know how current that is, guys. I'm a little bit fussy about what I do these days. Inside of here is a lot of freebies that you can use and get advice on. And yes, if you're serious about your business, you're welcome to, and you have to check if I've got time allowed, but I will allow some people to pay me for consultation, but it's not a thing I'm offering you here. I would rather you followed my advice and went out there and find a way to do it yourself from my training, make money, go for it. Yeah, I'm happy if you've used my affiliate link to get your hosting and that kind of thing. By the way, there's another thing too, is that sometimes if you've used my affiliate link, let's say you decide, okay, cool, Rob, let's do this. If you use my affiliate link to get the hosting, I will probably do a 1-hour consultation with you for free. So now you come to me and say, okay, Rob, I definitely need help. I want to start a shoe factory and I want to sell lots of shoes online. How do I do it? And then I'm going to tell you, okay, are you sure that's what you want to do? Yes, 100%. Yes, I don't have to try and tell you what I'm telling you here. There's so many choices. No, you want to make shoes. What kind of shoes? Leather shoes, fine. Okay, so I will then show you the best way to go out and put up your and market your shoe business. I will put it together in videos for you and do all of that. And it doesn't cost you anything that way because you've used my affiliate link. So I've made a commission from you. So there are ways of getting some of this done from me without paying money. The reality is email me and say, Rob, okay, here's where I'm at. How can you help? I'm going to say, sorry, it's going to cost you money. Well, I'm going to say, go here, go there, go learn. Okay. If you had a proper SEO, let me just go this way. I can't go into it here because we are 31 minutes and you really don't need to hear this going on and on and on forever. But if you wanted to have a very, very powerful website structure, in fact, I can show you, let me pause this and go and see if I've got one I can show you. Okay, here's a good example. This is a new website of mine. In fact, I've got even a better one. Give me a second. Is it this one? No, it's not. Give me a second. I'm out here. I'll be back. Okay, so this is a business of mine that I'm doing part-time, and I hope it works faster than I'm making it work. One of the bits of advice I'm going to give you is don't do 2 jobs at once. If you've got a real job and then you want to start your business part-time, you can't help that. But I consult and build for businesses all day. And then I really shouldn't be trying to build 5 at the same time part-time. And this is one of the 5 that I shouldn't. But I am, and I can't help myself. So this is going to be domain web hosting. And why? Because I can make up to R1,000 commission if I refer you to hosting. Okay? And most of the time it starts at, my bad, I just close that. Most of the time this I'm going to have to blot that out. 32 minutes. I'm going to make a note. Give me a second. Doesn't help that I put my clients live on a video forever and all of you can phone them. Okay, so yeah, website hosting in detail. So I'm going to build a website with 150 to 200 pages over a period of hopefully 6 months. If it takes me a year, that's fine. And in a year's time, this website will be earning me 20 or 30 or 50,000 Rand a month or whatever it is. South African market, if you look at it, .co.za. So yeah, even if it earned me 10, it's fine. I would have built it, it's built, it's done. Okay. But I want to show you the kind of structure I built into it. So firstly, it's WordPress. Secondly, it's Elegant Themes, which is brilliant. Thirdly, I want to show you how many pages I've got prepared already. So this is what I'm talking about, silo structure. If I go into here, and I go into my silo builder, these are the basic pages I'm starting with. In the end, it's going to be here. So I'm going to have pages that are underneath website and email hosting. I'm going to have buy cheap domain name registration. Now, not like this. I'm going to teach you not to do this. But if you see draft, these are all pages that are waiting to be written. So let's say now I decide, cool, I've got time, let me go and do this. And I pick quality web hosting. So don't touch, Rob. So I decide, oh my goodness, I've touched it. I don't know what it's going to do. I just want it to stop. I'd hate to lose a good keyword like that. Anyway, I pick on quality web hosting. Let me quickly make it go back and maybe I wouldn't have broken it. And I decide to call that page 3 places to find the best quality web hosting. Who are the best quality web hosting companies out there. And that'll be my page. And I'll write that page through 500 words, 1,000 words, and publish it in a certain style, which I can teach you how to do. And after a period of time, it'll rank. It's that simple. Okay. So what it's doing to me, I'm just on my dashboard. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you how many pages are built into it. Just out of curiosity, have a look at how many plugins I've installed. And this is just the basics. I mean, this website is not even live yet, and I've probably done 30 hours of work on it. Think about that. 30 hours of work, and all I've done is, well, while that's opening, let's see if I can quickly open this. No, I can't. So I've installed all these plugins and optimized them. There's a new one for SoshiMate ready. I have done a huge amount of work. There's 8 hours in here on editing my images. So there's things and stuff that you've got to do to set up your website, and I think they're in here already. Let's see how many images I've got. Quite a few. So these have all been edited and optimized so that I can now publish a page without thinking. I can pop in there and say, I want to publish I can pick this guy's image and state, here we go. Ta-da, ta-da. They're optimized for this website. So as you can see, lots and lots of prep work before I even launch it. Incidentally, this level of work, well, let's go there. I said 20 hours at the cheapest, my cheapest rates. Oh, no cheapest rate on a permanent video. At my cheapest rate, you're going to pay a lot of money for this. Wow, that was close. Others are going to say, Rob, on the video, you said you'd work for this. No, I won't. Okay, so you get what I'm saying, is that once you've done that, you've set your structure up correctly, you've got your idea done, you've done your keyword research, you've added your silo structure, and you've added content, which is where I'm ready to do now. Now I'm ready on that website to go and add 2 pages a day. So there's another an hour and a half, 2 hours, but 2 hours a day of adding content and adding content. And yes, let me show you something else. Is it still open? I'd love to show you this. Please, please let it be open. I'm going to pause and find something I got this morning. Wow, that was a hard mission. You should check the time. It took me a while. This guy is a top SEO guy. And here's what he tells you to do. Take any of these places. It's his document, not mine, so I can't share this. But it's stuff like WordPress and Blogger and LiveJournal and Tumblr, FriendFeed, Goodreads, Storyfy, Wix, MySpace, Weebly. These are all places, by the way, where bad advice is given to people on the Facebook groups. Oh, start your website on Wix. They're fantastic. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, go to Yola. You can get a free website. Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm going to get over this in a second. Okay, so, but can you see what he's telling you? There's 285 places in here where if you go to them, you can get a backlink from them to your website. If you had 280 backlinks to your international weight loss website, you're in trouble. Okay, you're not going to get any action. But if you had 280 high quality backlinks from these places, and preferably 3 backlinks from them, so now we're looking at 1,000 backlinks to your local South African weight loss website, you will rank #1 and be so busy. And all you had to do was go to Blogger and create a blog and create content and backlink in the way I teach you from there. So yeah, can you see? Easy peasy. It just takes time. Monetizing it, well, that would depend on your product and how you're going to do it. Okay, so we've kind of gone to 39 minutes. Let me pause and go and show you a few things that I do just to give you an idea. Now, I'm not showing you this so that you can come and order from me. You're welcome to try. It depends on how busy I am. A lot of my work is word of mouth. Remember, I'm a one-man business. And this video that I'm doing for you is to help you start your own business, not for me to try and get you as a client. Again, I do add that some of you might need me, and we are welcome to chat. Most of it is there to just get you in the right direction. Okay, so my SEO business. This is my website one. So you are welcome to contact me on here, and depending on the day, I limit it. So I might have space for a 2,500 Rand website that I mocked you on earlier. But chances are I'm going to give you a quote for 15,000 Rand, and I only let in 2 or 3 of those a month, as I told you. Probably only 2, sometimes even 1. It depends on how busy I am on my own websites. This is my hosting comparison. This is so important, and I haven't explained this to you yet. Enough, my bad. If your website is slow, in other words, if you've gone to, let me give you a bad one in South Africa. In fact, let me show you a bad one in South Africa. My website opened at 2.9 seconds. AfriHost 5.6, A2 hosting 2.9, another AfriHost 5.5, Stallion hosting was 5. These guys have got a better one now, it's faster. Okay, so I've got more than these, my bad. But the point is that if you check this out, AfriHosts 2 that are in here both load twice as slow as the A2 websites where I'd probably send you to. Now, if your website loads slowly, it's not going to get ranked. Google wants you to open your website in less than 5 seconds, preferably in 2 to 2.5 seconds or faster. Now, I go to huge trouble to try and show you how to make that happen, okay? In fact, I'm curious. Let me show you this one right now. 1 second. Okay, so at the bottom, I said this website, 2.9 seconds, and at one time it was 5.8 seconds. Let's go and see what it is today. Oh, it's still testing. 2.2, good for me. That's good. I got an A, an A, not an A plus, just an A for that. It's loading great. 2.2 seconds is quick, and I could, if I had the energy, not that one, I'd go back in here and change it to number 3 here, 2.2. Oh, you can see I've tested this 11 seconds, 12 seconds. So some of these I did test more often and filled it in. Well, that's really slack of me to have this little bit out of date. But yeah, can you see fast loading websites? Let's go to this one. This is one of mine where I maintain your website. I look after it for $200 a month. That doesn't count for South Africa because we don't pay that level of price. This is called a lead generation website. I'm still working on it. It's badly and slowly. It's one of those I tell you that I shouldn't try and do more than one at a time. The idea is in here is to rank for keywords for Houston kitchen companies, and at some point or other I can rent this website out for $1,000 a month. So I will go in and add a kitchen company's phone number in here. Call us now, get a free quote, go. And they pay me $1,000 and they get all the leads. And when I'm not getting them enough leads, they'll stop paying me, and that's because I didn't fix it. But yeah, it will get to that point. And then there's the other. This is another hosting website that I have, and we got back to those. So I do have a lot of services, and I've got a lot of products and things. But in reality, the biggest one I do, and it's in here somewhere, was helping you with this, wherever it's gone, my small business opportunities. My bad, you're everywhere except where you need to be, this page that this video is going to be on. Okay, I'm curious to see what my services are on here. An overview. Okay, so I do still sometimes do this free premium website. You use my link, I'll give you a website. I have a feeling, I don't know what my price is here. Oh, there's an order page. So yeah, if you come to me and the price is really out of date, I'll probably let you do it at that price and immediately go and make it current. But I'll do a premium websites. I do SEO for you. I'll do keyword research. There's quite a lot of stuff that I do. Or I've got guys that do it for me, but I'll make sure it's done for you properly. So that's all cool. Okay, so I've used up 44 minutes of your life, and I hope that this gives you an idea as to what the potential is. So massive. And just in a nutshell, it boils down to this: choose a product that is popular online, and in my free training here, I kind of guide you into that sooner or later. Once you've chosen a product and a type of style, remember you need to look at all the kinds available. And I mean, these are, in fact, one of my freebies is 26 most popular ways. Wow, that's old, that one. It's about 5 years old, but it's still pretty valid. I mean, just at 44 minutes, by the way, you finished. You can go if you want. If you want to hear another, let me give you 2 cool ideas. It's called, I don't want to try and explain it, what it's called, the cloud company. It doesn't matter what it's called. It's software that builds apps for local businesses, okay? So what you do is you pitch up at a place, let's say pizzas. You go to your local pizza shop and you offer to build him a free app for his business, okay? Now, are they going to turn that down? Probably not. Unless you're in his face when he's busy, he's going to throw you out and never call security. But yeah, catch him at the right time, sit down with him, or just say, can I? And he says yes, and you go and sit in the corner with your data connection and you hook it up and you start to look at ways of building. Now, the software I'm talking about, it builds his app in about half an hour. In a half an hour's time, you tell him, okay, cool, here we go. And you go to him and you give him the QR code. And you tell him, okay, cool, everybody that buys a pizza from you from now on in the next month, scan it and tell him to look out for specials. You're going to be running specials on his phone. So they've now got the app loaded on their phone, all his customers, and it's free from you. You're giving it to him for free for the first month, 2 months, 3 months, your choice, okay? Let's go with 2 months. Okay, so for the first month, he adds 10 people a day. At the end of the month, he's got, in the end of a month, he's got 300 people. Is that right? 600. Let's go with 500 or 600 people. Now, you are giving him the opportunity to send out a blast. It's like an SMS, but it's a, I don't know if there's a right word for it. I'm just going to call it a blast for now. A message. And you send out that message, like a WhatsApp message, but it's not a WhatsApp. And it goes into his phone, delete, 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 and it says, for the next 2 hours, you can get a free Buddy Coke with every pizza you get 2 hours only. So now the guy's sitting at his desk. He always buys from that pizza shop anyway. He was going to have a shawarma today. Then it says free Coke with your, and he thinks, you know what, cool, let's get a pizza. Everybody come, I'm going to go get pizzas, come with me, free Cokes. And that pizza guy sells 12 pizzas because he sent out a bitty, bitty, bitty. Boy, he sells 40. Who knows? Okay, now at the end of a month or 2, you tell him, okay, thank you, that's been cool. Now, your app remains free, sir, forever. You've always got the app, but we've got 3 business models. For 1,000 Rand a month, I'll let you send out 8 of those blasts a month, or 4, and you monetize it. So, and it's all software, by the way. The hard part is for you in the beginning is to get those first, let's really get cheeky. You spend 6 months picking up 1,000 businesses with free apps. Of those 1,000, 300 of them actually like the app and love it. Of those 300, 100 of them pay you money a month. And let's not go with 1,000, let's go with 500. So now you've got 1,000 people paying you 500 Rand, or if you like, 50 people paying you 1,000 Rand. Sorry, my numbers are all screwed up there, but you get where I'm going. Is you've now got a 20, 30, 50, 100,000 Rand of business, Rand a month business running apps, emailing for that pizza. And then obviously you just employ, now you've got money to employ people. So you get a new guy, you train him how to build the app, and he goes out there and he does it to all the hairdressers. And you have a separate system where you build all these hairdressers in, and you employ somebody else, and they go out there and they go to all of the, look, restaurants are obvious, but other people where it pays them to run a blast, beep, 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 come quickly and get, we're running a special. So food is the most obvious, yeah, but hairdressers work too, fingernail guys, running a special this month, guys. So they might only pay you 100 Rand, all the fingernail people, just for the chance to say, beep, 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 come and check me out. And they're getting the app for free anyway. And by the way, you have to pay for that software, so watch out before you go and tell me, Rob, give me. It's about 800 Rand a month. So you pay 800 Rand a month, and you can have, I think, unlimited businesses listed with their blogs, and you get the software. You can even white label the software, so I'm getting a little bit technical. And you've now got an app business. How cool is that? Let me give you another one. You love writing. So I will show you where to go and create content. And in the beginning, you're going to bleed and suffer. You're going to make money this week. And in your very first month, you'll probably earn 5,000 Rand. And after that, 10 or 15,000 rand a month, almost guaranteed. You'd have to be bad at your job, but still have to write 6 hours a day. If you wrote content 6 hours a day, you'd earn between 10 and 15,000 rand a month. And yes, there's bad places that pay you and crook you, but you're going to learn. It's a learning curve, and I'll go through all of that with you. But if you're doing a good job and your English is great and your grammar is great and you've got a good work ethic, you will start to earn double and triple what everybody else is earning, because people are happy to pay for guys who, when they say, I need 5 articles fast, you actually get them to the guy by the next day. And they cost you, I don't know, 40 minutes to do each, half an hour if you're really good. So you've now done 5 articles, 2.5 hours, and you've made 1,500 rand for that. So can you see, if you now did that 3,000 rand a day, you've got the, making 50, 60,000 rand a month. You've got to be a good writer to do that. I totally cannot write all day like that, 6 hours a day. It's completely insane. I'd rather run into a wall head first. But it's a way to make money. But now, if you enjoy telling stories and you enjoy writing, now you write books for Kindle. When you've got a series of 30 kiddie stories or 15 books on, I don't know, maybe a teenager book on love stories, keep it clean, guys. But yeah, at some point, Amazon Kindle will be selling, your books have to be readable, and people got to like them, not like, I want my $5 back, yeah? But at some point, you will be making $3 or $4 or $5 times about 20 book sales a day, and you'll be making $60 to $100 a day, and you can now go sit by the pool with a 5-liter wine, pop suck, and enjoy your day. Okay, so there's another one. Let me give you another business idea. You go and you create a directory. Now, we sort of did this with the apps, but it's not the same. So same story as your pizzas. You go to the local pizza parlor and you say, you actually don't even do it first. You just copy his page, and you give him a directory listing on your directory. So you own where the hell are the best pizzas.co.za. Okay. And in the beginning, I pick Sunninghill and I put all 8 pizza places on a page that's on Sunninghill, and I give each one of those places a page. And at the end of a year, I have loaded, pick any number I like, but at the end of the year, I've loaded 2,000. I have no idea how long it'll take if you need a year. I've loaded 2,000 pizza places onto my directory. And if I've done good SEO work onto it, now we go back down to this, because I'm not just creating 2,000 pages, but I'm adding keyword research and content and silo structure and internal linking. And I've gone to that other place. Remember that other place here? And I've got links coming to Sandton. We have Sandton, links to Sandton pizza places near me. Sunninghill, the best Sunninghill pizza places. I'm ranking. That's the bottom line. I'm ranking. Okay. So now while I'm ranking, so now somebody here, they go and they have a couple of beers. Hey, I really need a pizza. They smoked a spliff and they got a munchies, and they get onto their phone, pizzas near me, and my page comes up. So now I'm sending, I don't know, 20, 30 inquiries a day to those pizza places. I don't know how many there are. I'd have to look into it. But at some point, and it's going to take you a long time, a year down the line, you can go to those ones that you're sending them a lot of business and say, excuse me, have you noticed you've been busy? Oh, I'm always busy. No, I don't know. I have no idea. So fine. Look here. I've been sending you 30 clicks a day for the last year. So what? You say, okay, well, just to let you know that you now have to pay for those links. You still always get you've always got your directory listing. I'm not going to kick you out of my directory. I'm just saying the guys that get featured, they're prepared to pay for the links, the leads, they get them. So, sorry, sir. It's going to cost you 500 Rand a month to get those leads. Oh, yes or no? No. If he says no, you switch him off. And then you wait 5 days and you phone him back and say, so how's business? And he's going to say, yo, it is quiet. Say to him, well, it's only going to cost you 500 Rand a month. I'll turn you back on. So, yeah, but you've got to be nice. You don't alienate people. But anyway, my point is at some point down the line, out of those 2,000 pizza places across South Africa, in the 300 suburbs that there are across, I don't know how many suburbs there are, 300 suburbs that are powerful enough, and small towns or whatever, you have listed everybody, and you're getting, let's say, 5 of the top 100 of them, you're getting 5. So 500 people are paying you 500 Rand a month. That's far too much maths for me. So 500 times, well, 500, that should be obvious, but anyway, it's 250,000 Rand a month. So let's presume you've only got 100 of them, and you're only making 50,000, 100, paying you 500, and you're making 50,000 Rand a month. Isn't that still worth, you know, a business that you've taken a year to build up? But now, as long as your SEO stays good, so now you've got to keep writing pizza pages and getting backlinks from that list. Remember that list of 280 places? But you will rank forever, and those guys will always pay you the 500. And if you're really nice, you'd add another 30 and then 50, and then pretty soon you'll be earning more money, and you really can afford to sit with that 5-liter wine by the pool. Please don't do that, by the way, because you're going to drown. So yeah, get what I'm saying is there are so many trillions of ways, and most of it involves a commitment to work, knowing how to do the research, and then building a website that ranks. And please be careful with who you use in South Africa, because they don't know about silo structures. Just ask any website guy. Do you know a guy who does websites? I bet you do. Phone them and say, hey, how do you do your silo structure? And they're going to go, huh? And then say, yeah, thanks. Just remind me never to use you for a website. And I suppose some of them know it as a silo structure, so a keyword, the keyword structure inside. Then ask him about keyword density. I'm just being cheeky, guys. Look, I think I've covered it enough at an hour. I did tell you it'd be an hour. Consider it a really, really valuable meeting. The chances of you being a very, very high-earning business person within 6 months to a year is totally up to you. Not up to me. It's up to you. You've got to decide you want to do it, and then you've got to start by probably watching every damn video on this website, and it's going to make you go mad. But in here somewhere, wherever that website went, oh, it's here. I know it's here. There we go. No, it's not. My bad. Here we go. There's the free training. There's the reviews. There's courses and freebies. There's business opportunities. Some of these are old. Take care. Like how to start a bird feeder business. That one still freaks me out. It's a very detailed course I've got. It's, I don't know, 2,000 people have been through that course of mine. Let me click on it, see if it works. What the hell? Click the right button, Anderson. It'll take you to start a bird feeder business. Oh, I see. Interesting. One of these will take me to, I'm very interested. Graham Trollope and Graham asked to join. Hello, Graham. Okay, so I have no idea. Will these go to, here we go. Click the image below to go to Udemy. This should take you to the Udemy. Udemy, I don't know where there. It's free. Let me see how many people have watched this course. Login, free, 3 hours, requirements, 13 lectures. Go on, tell me how many people have watched it. 1,237 students. They don't think I'm any good. 3.5 rating. Some of them are like practical. Other people are too much time spent on keyword research. Yeah, Scott is a monkey because he doesn't understand that keyword research is everything. It's cool. Anyway, my point is that think about this. How many people do you know that are in the bird feeder business? Okay, I removed it. Warning. Good stuff, Rob. Well done. Anyway, a lot of people got bird feeders, but how many people do you think go online to look for it? So I don't tell you, please don't start a bird feeder business unless you're already retired and it's your passion. You just freaking love birds and you've got all these bird feed ideas in your head. Do it by all means, and know that the only way you're going to sell your bird feeders is to book on craft markets and flea markets like Irene. And Rosebank Rooftop and the Art Klop and Annie Bos and wherever, the car once a year, and go there with a truckload of bird feeders. And yes, it's going to be a cool jewel. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. It works. But are you going to eventually own a second house on the coast? Adam Schlanger, I doubt it. I doubt it. You're gonna live a quite comfortable life, and that's it. So know that I'm not joking, guys. Take care with your choices. So know that some of your choices, you're going to be a little bit suspicious. Okay, so check the warnings on my site here. That's really hectic, and it's part of what I teach you to avoid. 59 minutes and 34 seconds. I love this. I've got exactly 20 seconds to say thanks for the time, guys. Thanks for all the fish, the tea and cookies and stuff. And may your business ideas go on and thrive. Go to the website, check through all the toys, check all the freebies. If you really need me, contact me. We'll talk about websites and planning and construction. Let's make your business work. It can. Excellent stuff. Take care. Cheers.